Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk back into the video day, and today we got the AFC Championship game coming on at 5:30. Bills Chiefs again. These two guys, Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes, are going to be at it again for another AFC Championship game. We've seen incredible the best divisional round playoff game I've ever seen with these two guys. We've also seen AFC Championship games. The AFC Championship games between these two guys haven't been as good as the divisional round game we saw a couple years ago, but these guys have had some really nice battles over the last couple years, and it has been definitely interesting to watch. I wouldn't call it a rivalry because, look, I say, and I see a lot of people say this too, I mean, a rivalry, I think to start a rivalry, both guys got to get wins. I mean, so, like, you know, obviously Patrick's eliminated Josh Allen in the playoffs. Josh Allen's got to do the same. That hasn't happened yet. Josh is, 0-3, 0-4 against Pat in the playoffs. And I'm not trying to, run all over Patrick Mahomes and talk about how good he is, because that's the last thing I want to be talking about in this video. I'm just saying. Josh Allen has a chance to make this a official rivalry today. And, look, I look at guys like, I look at guys like Joe Burrow and Tom Brady. Like, that Joe Burrow, when I think of Joe Burrow versus Patrick Mahomes, that's a rivalry because Joe Burrow has taken Pat down in the postseason, and Patrick's taken him down in the postseason. That's a real rivalry right there. And those two guys have had some great games against each other as well. Or Tom Brady as well. I mean, Patrick has never beat Tom in the postseason, and he's never going to have the chance to because Tom is retired now. But those guys had some great battles against each other as well. Look, I think you can compare. You look at Patrick Mahomes and Tom Brady's rivalry and what they had versus each other. It's kind of like Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes a little bit, because Patrick never actually beat Tom Brady in the postseason at all, but would beat him in the regular season. It's kind of like Josh Allen a little bit. But I really hope Josh Allen and the Bills can end that today. As a Texans fan, after what I witnessed last week, I really want to see these guys go down. And I really think that this is the best team that can do it in the entire National Football League. I think maybe, look, I think the Lions, if they would have kept it going, I think the Lions, I really think they would have had a good shot to just stomp the Chiefs, just because that offense is hard to deal with. I don't know how the Chiefs defense would deal with that, even though the Chiefs got a great defense. The Lions would have been hard for them to deal with. I think if the Chiefs win this game today, and maybe you have to face a Commanders offense in the Super Bowl, if Washington were to win today, that would be a tough task. Really, I think dealing with any of the potential teams, whether it's the Bills that they deal with today, or if they beat the Bills and face the Eagles or the Commanders in the Super Bowl, all three of those teams are a very tough task. No one's saying they aren't. But I think out of the three other teams outside the Chiefs that we're seeing today, I think the toughest task to beat is the Buffalo Bills. For starters, let's start off with this, that they have a great defense. And I don't know if I'd say they have the best defense out of the three other teams outside of the Chiefs in the postseason, because I think the Eagles' defense is pretty elite. I'd say the Eagles probably have a great defense, and probably the greatest defense out of all the other three teams. But the Bills have just as good as a defense, and it's a defense that has given Mahomes trouble at times, and that will be key. And I think, it's also another big thing is that, look, Patrick Mahomes, his weapons are a little bit more down than what he has seen in years prior. I think that's going to be a big thing as well. I mean, obviously Xavier Worthy's made big plays at times. I love him as a Longhorns fan. Obviously Travis Kelce has come clutch in the postseason, but Travis Kelce, look, let's go to this. Travis Kelce did not have a good game against these Buffalo Bills last time. And Kelce was a big part of the Chiefs' win against the Texans. He had over 100 receiving yards. If the Bills are able to lock down Kelce again, sure, maybe it's okay giving up a couple big plays to Worthy if you got Kelce locked down. I think offensively there's a lot of problems for the Chiefs if the Bills have Kelce on like they did last time out in the regular season. But Kelsey, look, again, Kelsey is a different monster in the postseason compared to the regular season. So that is a key factor, but let's not forget that the Bills did lock him down in the regular season, and if they go out there today with that same game plan, then I think that the Chiefs offensively will have a lot of troubles in this game. So I think they are the Chiefs' biggest threat defensively, number one, but I think offensively they're probably the biggest threat offensively. Like, I know the Eagles have a terrific running game with Hurts and Barkley, and Washington has a great offense with having Jaden Daniels being an explosive passer and rusher. But you got Josh Allen, who is such a great passer, such a great rusher, and look, I'm not gonna. Jaden Daniels, maybe years in the future, we'll look, and Jaden Daniels might be a better quarterback than Josh Allen, but Jaden Daniels is not a better quarterback than Josh Allen right now, and Josh Allen is miles better than Jaden Daniels. And another thing is what I think will be a big factor into this game, and it is why this is the best team to beat the Chiefs, is because of like the refs, right? The refs, we know they favor the Chiefs, right? That's a big thing. Well, if you want to beat the Chiefs, if you guys, everybody wants to see the Chiefs lose, how about a team that also has been favored by the refs? Josh Allen has the most roughing the passer calls this year. You guys think Patrick Mahomes has that? No, that belongs to Josh Allen. Now, I think Patrick Mahomes, his roughing the passer calls, whenever they're called, it's always in a key factor, like it's a third down or it's something. It's something huge in the game that's gonna change the game. Like one of the roughing the passers against the Texans was on a third down that would have given the Texans the ball back. So it always feels like he doesn't get a lot of those roughing the passer calls, Patrick does, but when he does, they're in key parts of the game where it's like, hey, that roughing call actually helps the Chiefs a lot by getting, this helps them move forward to win a lot easier with that call right there. Now, Josh does receive the most roughing the passer calls. The refs have been treating Josh Allen really nice this year. Even there was one play in the wild card round where the refs made a huge mistake on a play, and the refs literally went over to Josh Allen to apologize. I've never, as much as the refs are, how they get with Patrick Mahomes, I've never seen that with Patrick Mahomes at all. And I'm not trying to defend Patrick at all here. I'm just saying, if you want to beat a team that gets favored by the referees and gets bailed out by the referees all the time, well, how about a team that also has had a good relationship with the refs this year in the Buffalo Bills? You want to beat the Chiefs with one of their strongest factors. You got that strong factor as well. But I think the Bills have a great chance to win this game. I really do. I think this will be a very interesting game today. I think it's really hard to go and win an Arrowhead. Really, only two guys that have done it in the Patrick Mahomes era has been Tom Brady and Joe Burrow. The only two guys that we've seen do it, one of them was not even in the playoffs, missed the chance, finishing 9-8. The other will be in the Super Bowl, but he'll be in the booth calling the game and not playing. So one guy's retired, one guy's not in the postseason. Josh Allen has the chance to be the first quarterback outside of Joe Burrow and Tom Brady today to beat Patrick Mahomes. And outside of Chiefs fans, Josh Allen and the Bills, and maybe some very upset Jets, Dolphins, and Patriots fans that really hate the Bills and Josh Allen, you've really hurt them and really traumatized them. And maybe some Ravens fans who are still upset about the playoff loss last week. Everybody's rooting for you. Outside of Chiefs fans and some hurt Ravens fans and some traumatized Patriots, Dolphins, and Jets fans, everybody in America is rooting for Josh Allen and the Bills to take down this Chiefs team. And I'm on the list of fans rooting for the Buffalo Bills today. I want to quickly go over injury report. Taylor Rapp is out. Benford, at cornerback, is dealing with a concussion. He's questionable. Offensive tackle Clayton is on IR. Not a lot of injuries for this Bills team. And Shane Boucher, quarterback who's third-string guy, is on IR, but that's not a huge factor. Go to Chiefs. They really don't have a lot of injuries at all. They're back at kickers on IR, which is not much of anything. I mean, they're not a lot of injuries. McCole Hardman is out for the entire postseason. Sky Moore's on IR, but they're guys that aren't going to play at all anyways. And obviously Rashee Rice tore his ACL and he's out for the year, but that's old news. That's something that happened like week 3, week 4 of the season. So that's that's an injury that he's had for a while. So everybody knew he was going to be out anyways. But I'm excited for this game. Give me the Bills. And on the other side, I'm going with the Eagles. I want to see a Bills Eagles Super Bowl. I think those are probably two of the best running offenses in football, and I'd love to see that game. I think it'd be great. Let me know your thoughts on the AFC Championship game in the comment section, and peace out.